What did you see him doing in the house, this with this knife?
He hid behind my wall and he was just looking right at me. I know he heard me in the bathroom. He had to be there at least a good half an hour. And I'm pretty sure he heard my alarm clock. I didn't come out of my room right away. But I'm pretty sure he heard all that, and I think it's really creepy, you know, when you come out and you see somebody staring at you. And he didn't make a sound. He didn't say anything to me. He just looked at me and had his face covered. And he just stood there for a good, it was at least 5 minutes, where I asked him 4 times, "Who are you?" And when it dawned on me that he didn't take anything, I said, "He's here. Who knows why he's here?" You know?
Did he say
it's
anything?
Scary. He didn't say anything. He just stared at me and wouldn't move. He didn't come at me, and I got a little close to him, and he still wouldn't say anything. And as I was moving towards my bedroom, and I finally called for help, he started walking towards me very slowly. So it was pretty creepy and scary. You know?
Was he holding the box cutter?
He had a knife in his hand and his hand over his face so that I could only see his eyes. And, you know, I was focused on that, and it was pretty scary, uneasy.
How do you feel that he didn't have to show his face in court today? You get to hide behind a wall.
I mean, I just decided to come today to make sure he doesn't get released. At home, I was thinking if he is sitting there and we are able to see him, I told my daughters it's going to be a little uneasy and it's going to be creepy to see him there. It might be something we're not going to forget for a long time. I'm actually glad they did it this way, but I know for a fact that he heard everything that was going on in the courtroom, and I'm glad that he's aware that, I hope he knew that I was here. My family and I are here. And we did this just to make sure that he doesn't do this again. You know, here's a guy that I didn't know who he was when I first saw him. When I asked, I wanted to see who he was to make sure that he's in that car and he cannot get out of the police car. And when I wanted to see what he looked like, and I realized that here's a guy that I've seen roaming around my area, and I gave him bottles, you know, and he never said a word to me. He said thank you, and he walked away. But here's somebody that I've seen before. That makes you really uneasy, and you wonder how many people are like that around your area. You're uncomfortable. You don't feel safe in your own home. And every time I walk around that corner in my bedroom, every morning that I wake up in the last 2 or 3 days, I feel, you know, it's something I'm not going to forget for a long time, you know. And I feel that he got in too easy. It was too easy for him, and you know, and I really hope he goes away.